Hey, what's up, guys? Coming up on 11:30 here in Texas. Looks like we're gonna have some rain today. So today, what I want to do is I want to talk about commitment and dirty word, right? Commitment, scary commitment, and the reason. One of the reasons I want to talk about commitment is just I kind of want to just pat myself on the back a little bit here because I just completed a pretty intense workout program that there were many days I didn't want to wake up and do the workouts. I mean, there were days where I was just super sore. I didn't want to do anything. I was tired. I had other things to do. Things in my life were happening. So there were things happening all the time that were trying to pull me away from doing what I set out to do. But the thing is, when I start something, when I make a commitment, I see it through. Okay. It's just something I learned to do a while ago. And the only way to have success is to see it through. And when I commit to something, I'm committed 100%. Like, I am not going to go and, skip days and make excuses and all of that. So I just want to share that with you because before the year started in 2017, I wasn't doing like I was just doing my marketing, right? I was working my online business, but I was sitting a lot. I wasn't doing anything really to, health is so important. Like my past is, I was a personal trainer. I have a degree in kinesiology. I was a personal did I say personal trainer? I was a PE teacher. I was a personal trainer. I was working with all kinds of people, helping them get fit and healthy. And it was a big part of what I did. So I've always thought it was very important, but I got away from it just because of the stress of not having enough, right? Not having enough money coming in. So I wanted to really focus on getting that squared away and that going. And by doing so, I kind of just let my health go. And it wasn't that bad. Like I didn't really let it go that bad, but I did start noticing my back was hurting. I was feeling really tired. I didn't feel very confident. I didn't feel very good about myself, those kind of things. And so when 2018 hit, I was like, you know what, enough's enough. I'm going to start getting more healthy, right? And this really was spurred on from another online marketer. I won't mention his name, but he's a very successful marketer. He's made 7 figures plus online. And at the beginning, he was, not really in shape. Like he's just pudgy and not in shape. But then he showed a picture of himself. I mean, freaking ripped. I was like, and that's where I went back to where T. Harv Eker says, you don't want to just have the cake, you want to eat it too. You can have everything, right? So that kind of motivated me to get off my butt and get committed and start moving. But I didn't start fast. Okay. So I started by committing to doing 8,000 steps minimum a day. My wife got me a Fitbit. I started walking every day. I was listening to audios. That's what I was doing. That was my workout routine. And then from there, I started pushing myself a little bit more, getting a little more intensity. And I started doing like intervals. Like I would jog in place or sprint in place, and then I would jog or I'd march or whatever, right? And but after a while, I was like, well, this isn't really doing a whole lot. It's cool to go outside and walk and listen to audios and things like that, but this like isn't really doing a whole lot when it comes to putting on muscle mass, losing weight, that kind of thing. It's not doing a whole lot. And I've always been the type of person when it comes to workouts, I want to push myself to my limits, right? I want to go as hard as I can go till I can't go anymore and then just keep going. That's what I want to do because that's when I feel like I am going to grow the most. Same with my online business. I want to be challenged. I want to find solutions to problems. Like that's what I like to do. That motivates me. That gets me excited. And believe me, I got challenges every single day with online business. So that's not an issue. But when it comes to my workouts, I feel most alive when it is challenging. When it's just, oh, well, you're just going for a walk, or you're marching in place, or you're doing just a little bit of aerobics, you're on a treadmill. Like, to me, that's kind of boring, you know. Um, and time goes by super, super, super slow. So anyway, long story short, I decided enough's enough, and I went out. I purchased some weights. I got the Bowflex, what is it, 552s or whatever. Basically, it's adjustable weights. It's something I always wanted back when I was personal training for my clients, but I never decided to get them for whatever reason. Money was really tight back then. But this time I was like, I'm going to do this right. I'm not going to mess around. I'm going to get the weights. I'm going to show up to each workout. I'm going to start working on my eating, cutting out things and that kind of stuff. Drinking more water is another one, right? And that is what I went and did. And I started with the program. It was called P90X3, and I started with that program, and it was cool and all, but there were too many exercises that were just too weird for me. Like, I like the basics. I like compound exercises, that kind of thing. So I did that for, I think, a couple weeks, and I'm not big on yoga and all that stuff. So Pilates, all that. That's not me, and that's what that program was about. So I didn't really like that one too much. So I went from that one, and I went to this other program. It's actually called Lift 4. And it's weights and high intensity interval training. And man, I kicked my butt at the beginning. Like, every workout kicked my butt. And believe me, I wanted to stop. I wanted to quit. I wanted to just say, forget it. What's the point? But I kept going. Every single day I kept going. I kept pushing myself to get better. And I'm definitely a whole lot stronger than I was when I started. I mean, when I started, I could barely even do a tricep push-up, and now I'm just cranking them out like no problem at all. It's really pretty incredible in just 8 weeks what can happen when you really commit. And the same goes with online marketing. Okay, so I shared a little bit about my workout journey, and I'm not done. That's 8 weeks. I'm going to take a week off. I'm going to rest. I'm going to get better. Heal all the muscles, like let them grow, whatever. And then I'm going to get right back to it. And that's something a lot of people don't know, is rest is so important. If you don't rest, if all you do is work out, you're going to get weaker. That's what happens. Okay. So now, to transition over to online marketing, let's talk about a commitment, right? Let's talk about commitment. So when I started the program I'm with now, I've been with it since 2015. But I don't count that part. I don't count the first 2 years because I really didn't take it seriously. I'm counting the part where I did decide to take it seriously. I did make a commitment. I did say to myself, I am not going to stop until I create a full-time income with this program. In other words, I said, I am going to create a full-time income with this program. And I did. It took me to get a consistent full-time income. It took me about 3 months, but I did. I went from $50 to $2,000 in literally 3 weeks, because I made that decision, because I went all in. And so many things about all in. It's not just all in your products. It's all in your business. It's all in mentally. It's all in physically. It's all in. You're all in. I made 100% commitment, and I didn't go and I didn't look elsewhere. I put blinders on. I focused only on what I was doing. That was it. People get so distracted online. It's so easy to do that. And all it does is take you away from where you want to go. That's all it does. It takes you away from where you want to go. So if you want to be successful, number one, make a commitment. Number one, make a commitment. Number two, honor the commitment. That means you show up every single day, no matter what is going on. I understand it gets hard. I understand it gets frustrating when you don't get results. Believe me, I went years, no results. So I know what it's like. No one can come and tell me and go, hey, you know what? You don't know what it's like, because I went through it. I understand what it's like to not get results. But I promise you, stick with it. You will break through. Persistence is one of those things that you cannot, persistence can't be defeated. as long as you're persistent long enough at something, something's going to happen. As long as you're doing it long enough, something's going to happen. And persistence goes with commitment, because when you commit to something, you do it whether you feel like it or not. You do it when the mood has failed, right? When you're not in the mood. The motivation is gone. Like, you're not motivated anymore to do it, but you keep doing it because you've made that commitment. That is how you become successful. That is how you get results. I know it's not a message most people want to hear. Many people just want to hear, oh, well, if I just push a button, I'm going to be successful, right? Money's going to start falling from the sky, or when it comes to working out, you know what? I'm just going to put this little band around my thigh and I'm going to lose a ton of weight. I'm going to feel great. And I'm going to be super healthy. No, not going to happen. I'm old school. Okay. I'm old school. I'm old school in the way where I follow success principles that have been around forever, right? Stood the test of time. That's what I follow. I don't believe in taking shortcuts. I don't believe in the easy button. I don't believe in any of that nonsense, because all that does is make you fail. That's all it does. It takes you away from your goal. That's all it does. Okay. Running around trying to jump from thing to thing, and that's all it does is make you fail, right? You're going to fail. That's a surefire way to fail. So I believe in old principles, like, for example, the book of Proverbs in the Bible is really all you need. If you read that book, those principles in there are success principles. All right. In fact, those principles are so great that late Mark Hoverson, he did a whole course about the book of Proverbs and the principles within Proverbs. And it's like $1,000. I think he had one that was either $2,000 or $3,000 actually. Okay. So there's valuable information in there. And what I discovered after trying to take the easy path, trying to find the easy way and all this stuff and not committing and all this stuff, right, is just going to blow up in your face. It is never going to work. It's not a message you want to hear. I know it isn't. But that's who I am. I believe in hard work. I believe in smart work, not just hard work. I don't believe in just grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and wearing yourself out forever. I believe in being smart about it, leveraging it, finding tools, finding systems that are going to help simplify the process, but it's going to still take work. There is no magic button you push that everything is just going to be perfect, right? If there was, everyone would be rich, right? Everyone would be wealthy if that's all you had to do is push a little button. If all you had to do is go post some ads in Facebook groups, if that's all you had to do, everybody would be wealthy, right? But that's not how it works. So if you get one thing from this, if you take one thing from this, you're like, shut up, Paul, I heard this before. If you take one thing from it, make a commitment and stick to that commitment. I don't care what it is. Commit to something that is going to change your life, preferably for the better. Something that when you accomplish it, you are better off. That is what I want you to commit to. And then go and accomplish it. Don't stop until you do. And even when you do, then go make another commitment, set another goal, and go after that. And that's really all I wanted to say today. Make a commitment. Good thing to do is write it down. You can share it with somebody. I wouldn't share it with, like, if you have friends that are very broke-minded, don't understand your journey, don't understand what you're doing, don't share it with those people. Share it with people that are successful, because those are the people that are going to lift you up. Those are the people that are going to push you and support you to reach that goal, to stay committed. Okay. So anyway, that's really all I got. I just wanted to let you know, if you'd like to learn how I've been able to make a full-time income online, go to the link right below this video. It's going to take you right into the system I use. Very simple system. I also want to let you know I have my own private group. I just added a brand new training in there. basically on how to dominate Facebook, right? And how to make sales every day using Facebook. Free strategy. You get access to that group and you become a member of my team. I got a whole lot more in there as well. And I'm going to continue to add, I'm continuing to learn, I continue to develop my skill set. So when I do, I'm going to go and share that with you because I want to see you win. I believe every single person can have success, whatever that definition is to them. Every single person, as long as they make a commitment to it, right? So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. If you got value, feel free to leave a comment. I appreciate you, and make it a great day.